Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So, this morning I wanted to share with you some simple living tips. I heard this, an Audible, I guess, on Amazon. They took it off, mind you, and I never did get to finish the whole thing. But it was from a book. I had to look it up because I couldn't remember. I didn't write it down. This was like a couple years ago now I made these notes. Anyway, the book was called Zen, A Guide to Simple Living. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it, and while I was listening to it, I jotted down some of the ideas and reworded them into my own words, but I jotted them down so that I could revisit them whenever I felt like it. So I do often look at them just for myself, and then I thought maybe if you haven't heard of this book, I would definitely check it out. It's I never got to finish it. I'm gonna have to see if I can get it from my library or something. But yeah, I'm gonna share some of what rubbed off on me. But before that, I put some rainforest essential oil in my diffuser, and it smells really nice on this chilly morning. It's 18 Celsius in my house right now with the windows open. It went from being plus 40 to like plus 15 last night. It's freezing. Not freezing. This is my preferred temperature in the winter, but I got my second cup of Earl Grey, and I did reuse the tea bag this time. I always do for my Earl Grey, a little secret. The second time around, the first time I drink it just black, and then the second time I add sugar and milk, and I leave the tea bag in it, and it tastes just like London fog. If you've ever had one of those, they are really good. And it's warming me up on this chilly summer's day morning. Anyways, enough chit chat chatter. Enough. So the first thing is to think of nothing for at least 10 minutes. This one is really hard for me because I can't just sit there and think for nothing for 10 minutes. But I will often try and aim for a minute or two. Just a few minutes, a couple minutes at the very minimum, just to sit and, really not think of anything. And I don't know where I heard this before, but I once heard to try and think of a blank page and just think of that. So that's what I often try thinking of, or I close my eyes and just, pretend I'm on a faraway beach somewhere when I had no worries and nothing, and just had the sun in my eyes and just think of like that. Like, I'm still thinking of something, but I'm not thinking of everything in my daily life, right? So just take a few moments. Doesn't have to be 10 whole minutes. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it kind of is when you're trying not to think of anything. The next one is to wake up 15 minutes earlier, to stretch, to relax, to have a hot cup of tea or coffee, to read, to watch a YouTube video, just to unwind. I know you just woke up, you should be unwinded, right? But you don't want to start off your day hustling and bustling and in a rush, which is what I normally used to always do. Because from the moment I woke up, I had to rush around the house getting, the kid, Isabel and myself ready to get out that door. Now I don't do that at all. So definitely this one is, for me, very important. The next one is to savor the morning air and to just experience nature, experience the changes of the seasons, to just to be one with nature. You don't have to live in the woods or the jungle to do this. I often in the winter, if I just to go out to bring the trash or something, just stand out there for an extra minute, and even when it's really cold. But yeah, especially in the summer, I love just going outside quickly. I'll just sit at the front door. Obviously, I can't go too far with the baby sleeping, but just, or sit by an open window, just breathe in the air. And yeah, that's it for that one. Next one. I know this one is going to sound strange, but to line up your shoes when you take off your shoes. And even if you don't do it right when you take off your shoes, if you notice that your shoe rack or wherever you keep your shoes is completely in disarray, just straighten them up. And honestly, when you do this, it really does something. I don't know what but it looks so much better. Just that one simple little thing, it makes the whole area just look 10 times better and makes you feel a little happier. The next one is to discard what you don't need. Get rid of something before getting something else. Now this one I mentioned that I don't entirely agree with. I feel like you shouldn't be getting, if the whole reason for getting rid of something is so that you can get something else, then what is the point, right? But I guess the general idea here is to basically simplify your life, to get rid of things. But for this one, I like to really, because I at one point got rid of like a lot of my stuff, and I had it literally, when we came into here, it was so empty and bare. And I wouldn't suggest doing that actually, because then you just end up replacing a lot of the things that you got rid of in the first place. So really think about what you're getting rid of it and why you're getting rid of it. If you're getting rid of it just to replace it, then why are you getting rid of it, right? But do definitely simplify it. And I don't like to say the word discard because I don't like throwing things away. I like to find other uses, whether that be giving it to someone who can use it. That's my preferred discard method, and I have been doing that very slowly. Don't rush into it, just do it very slowly, and be intentional, just as intentional with what you bring in, be just as intentional with what you're getting rid of. And another act of letting go and getting rid of things is crying, because crying is a way of letting go of your baggage that you're hanging on to, emotions that you're storing up. And I don't know about you, but after a really good cry, I feel really, really good. The next one is to organize your desktop. I don't know about you, I know I just said that, but when my desk is completely neat and tidy, I feel really good. Right now, I'm going to have to tell you the truth that it's not exactly. It's piled high with papers right now that I am working on, but definitely when things get out of order, which I'm going to be doing this one later today, straighten up. And this doesn't just have to do with your desk, but just your house. If things are out of place, go around and straighten things up. It really really makes a difference in your life. It makes you feel better too. So when things are out of order, not just on your desk, but in your house, in your car, in your life, put them back in order. Having things orderly and tidy and clean really, really makes it just makes you feel less stressed out. The next one is to make a delicious cup of coffee or tea. I love tea. I love coffee, but I love tea. I'm gonna get another sip in before it gets cold. It says, life requires time and effort. Experience this flip side of convenience by making it yourself. So definitely hit up your own kitchen instead of going to Tim Hortons or Starbucks or Second Cup. I'm not knocking these places. I am a former Second Cup employee. This was many moons ago, mind you, but their coffee is delicious. But there's nothing quite like just smelling that homebrew coffee or the fresh tea bag in your hand before you put it in the cup and smelling it brew. It's really nice. Just take these moments to actually smell them. I smell everything before I drink it. I know people have thought I was weird because I do this all the time. With everything. I always have to smell things. Yeah, even things that aren't food, I have to smell things. You know what? I never really noticed that, but I do. I sniff everything. I sniff my laundry. I sniff things too, because I can't stand unpleasant smells. So I smell everything just to make sure it smells good. Put pen to paper with care. Turn your attention inward. This can be in a journal, diary, it could be drawing a picture, it could be coloring, it could be any form of art. It doesn't need to be necessarily a pen. It could be a pencil, a crayon, it could be a paintbrush. It could be singing or making a video. Just do something to get some of your emotion expressions out instead of holding them all inside. It really does help. Try using a loud voice. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to wake up Wyatt yet. It stimulates and activates the brain at least once a day. I have to tell you, we do this multiple times. Me and Wyatt, we will scream together. It's quite funny. And we laugh really loud. Fake laugh. I start laughing and then he does his fake laugh and it's quite funny. Isabel thinks we're crazy, but she's a teenager, so Wyatt still thinks I'm cool. But yeah, definitely, honestly, raising your voice, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. I like to just let my vocal cords go. And Isabel said I should have been in musicals and stuff like that because I'm so over the top dramatic. I sing while I'm doing things. Like I don't know how, if I'm eating, I'll say, I am eating. But anyways, too much information maybe? So yeah, definitely raise your voice and sing a song or scream, but all in a very positive way. Do not neglect your meals. Make it about eating, not about watching TV, not about anything else, not about being on your phone. Make it about eating and drinking, whatever it is. Eat and drink with your whole heart. And this is one thing that I've always done. I used to get in trouble because I would take literally an hour to eat my food. I would sit at the table long after everybody was gone, and I would just sit there and I would eat and I would drink, and it had nothing to do with me not liking the food. I just didn't want to feel the pressure of having to eat and run. I just really like to sit and enjoy my food. I like to enjoy the flavors. I like to enjoy the textures. I like to enjoy not feeling gross after. That's just something that's always been natural to me. Don't rush and eat. I know some people, especially if you were in a large family or in the military or live with work where you only have 10 minutes to eat. It's our society trains us to eat fast so that we can get back to what we were doing instead of sitting and really enjoying our food and what we're drinking. Just savor the moments. Savor the moments of your food. Even something as simple as cheesy macaroni and cheese. Enjoy that cheesiness. Enjoy the softness of the noodles. Enjoy that flavor. Maybe you put bacon in it. Maybe you put corn in it. I don't know. Or maybe you just like it plain, like I do, with a little bit of pepper. I mean, yeah, just enjoy. When eating, pause after each bite. And again, savor each bite. I've read somewhere a long time ago that after each bite, you should put down your utensils till you're finished eating and swallowing, and then pick up your utensils and then put in another bite. So what most people do is before they're even finished swallowing or eating what is already in their mouth, they're already shoving in another and another and another. Like there was never any moment where their mouth isn't full of food. And it should not be like that. You should be able to taste each taste that you're putting in your mouth. Again, savor your food. And then there was a little note I put, and express a little gratitude or a lot of gratitude with each bite that you take. Because if you are sitting and eating food at a table, you are one of a very blessed person in this world, because some people don't have tables to sit at or food to enjoy. So enjoy and savor your food. The next one is to discover the benefits of a vegetable-centric diet, or a vegetable-based diet, or however you want to look at it. Whew, my foot's falling asleep, sorry. And this one, we don't eat a whole lot of meat. We do eat meat, but I was once vegan for a while, for a couple of years actually, and I mean, I do incorporate a lot of the things I learned from that time into my meals now, and we eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of different grains and legumes and beans. I don't eat tofu anymore. I never was really fond of like the fake meat products. I just didn't like how they taste. I'd rather just eat beans and vegetables and that kind of stuff. But yeah, vegetables are great. I love vegetables. I love beans. I love all that kind of goodness. Ooh, my leg. Anyways, so I do incorporate that. And we eat a lot of meatless meals. We only, if we eat meat, we only normally eat it once a day. And that's normally with supper. But if we have like bacon or something with supper or with breakfast, then normally for supper we'll have something without. So yeah, we definitely enjoy our vegetables more. I know that a juicy steak sounds a lot more appetizing than, carrots. But if you make them right, those carrots can be just as savory. Next one is seek out your favorite word. Within nothingness lies infinite potential. Well, I don't know, I think my favorite word would have to be love. I know. But, you know, a love. I mean, really, I know that they say love is what makes the world go round. I truly believe it does. I mean, if there was only hate, how far would this world be? I think that love is good. And it's such a fun word to say. I say it all the time. Not like I love you, but never mind. I'm getting weird again. Anyway, love is a really good word. I like that word. Pare down your belongings. And this is again, it's kind of repeated, but pare down your belongings, own only what you need, and eliminate everything extra. And yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, why should we own so many things that we are not even using or looking at, and you're paying extra money to have it stored, maybe in a storage room. But yeah, I really do agree with that one. I love everything that I have in my home. And what I don't, I'm going through right now. Create a garden with what you already have. And by garden, it doesn't necessarily have to be a vegetable garden or a flower garden. It could be a rock garden. I have a couple rock gardens. I have a little Zen sand garden that me and Isabel each made one together, using picture frames. Yeah. It could be a garden with fake flowers. It could be a garden of plants, like my home is lots of plants. It could be, I don't know, use your imagination. Gardens are just something that is pretty, something that you love. Again, love. Something, it could be a candle garden. I mean, I love candles garden. I love candles, and I actually do have a candle garden on my kitchen table right now. But yeah, really, it can be anything. You can have a garden of pictures. I know my late mother-in-law, she, at her funeral, they said that she had said she was a gardener and she loved gardening, but her most prized garden were her children, her family. So you could have a garden of just pictures of your children or something that people that you love care about. Arrange your rooms simply. I like this one. I feel as though I have done that here. Everything is very simply, but I love it. I love how my house looks. Stripping away what isn't useful. Acquiring only good things. So basically, don't bring anything into your home that's going to give you negative energy or negative vibes. Now I'm starting to sound all hippie-like, but yeah, definitely I got rid of a lot of things that I was holding on to. I got rid of a lot of letters, a lot of pictures that were bringing up really horrible, awful memories, I guess. And yeah, I just got rid of a lot of things like that. Don't bring anything else. If something that you see that you have reminds you of some event in your life, even a little bit, don't bring it in your home. Don't. Even if I've gotten rid of movies and stuff like that remind me of, you know, traumatic things that happened to me. I don't want that reminding me. I I don't need any reminders, right? So just get rid of all that stuff. And don't bring it back into your home. And again, this can go for people too. Don't bring people that have negative energy into your home. Don't bring them in. Even, I've brought homeless people into my house before, and they were good people. I've given homeless people rides and stuff like that, and they were good people. But if I get a bad vibe from someone, I don't want them anywhere in my house or anything like that. Mind you, I haven't done this in many years because I don't go anywhere anymore, really. But when I was out and about living and I felt something good from someone, I would always help where I could. Anyways. Oh, I think I lost my spot here. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, acquiring only good things is what I just said. So yeah, bring only good with you all the time. Try going barefoot and wearing sandals or like what they call flip-flops. I love doing this. I never wear socks in the summer. I used to hate my feet. Hate them. I never showed them. I always wear socks, even with sandals, up until a certain point. I think I was an adult already. I was finally like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm going to show my feet because it's hot. And I don't feel like sweating my feet. So yeah, it's totally free. Just wear sandals when you go out. Wear bare feet at home. Next one is to exhale deeply. I'm sorry this video is getting so long. I should really hurry up. But exhale deeply. Practice some breathing exercises. I do this with Isabel. I do it with Wyatt. I do it with myself. The next one is sit zazen. The practice of Zen, quiet contemplation. I'm not going to get too deep into that. You can just Google zazen and it gives you the whole definition and how to do that. Basically, it's where you just sit and really think about things deeply, which is what I've been doing this past whole no spend. And yeah, next is to try a standing practice. By this, I don't think it means practice standing up, but practice doing something. I'm just going to say that practice doing something that makes you happy. Whether it be making it a routine to go for a bike ride in the morning or something like that. Put something in your schedule that makes you happy. The next is don't waste time worrying about things you cannot control. Duh! I know it's easier said than done, but seriously. I have spent so many hours, days, years worrying about things that have happened. They're gone. They've happened. There's nothing I can do to change what happened. And there's nothing I could change. Let's just talk about what everybody else is talking about, this recession or whatever that's coming. Let's worry about it and run around like chickens with their heads cut off. But let's not. I mean, I'm not worried about it at all. Yep, prices are gonna go up. Yep, okay. We've dealt with this before. We can deal with it again. Right? I mean, why sit here and worry about it? I mean, you just gotta do the best with what you have and make some changes. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, don't worry about things that you cannot control. Worry about things, and actually you shouldn't worry at all, but just do the things that you can control. Change things that you can change, and don't worry about the rest. Next is to become adept at switching modes. These are necessary non-essentials. totally forgot what that kind of meant, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna actually just switch this one because I'm not entirely sure. But the next one is to breathe slowly. Adjust your posture. I'm always after Isabel on her posture, and I'm really trying to get mine back on track. So sit up straight. Posture, posture. Align your head to your tailbone for at least 5 minutes. I actually have this contraption where, you know what, you line, I can't do it anymore because I'm pregnant, but it really feels good. It stretches your, what's that thing called? Your spine. Yes, your spine. And it feels really good to just stretch and align yourself straight. Just lie on a hard floor, put a little rolled up towel or something underneath, and just align yourself how you're supposed to be. Breathe slowly and do this for at least 5 minutes a day. Next one is to join your hands together. Your right hand represents someone else. This could be God. This could be whomever you pray to. It could be someone you love in your life. It could be whomever. And the left hand represents yourself. I don't know why, but I often find myself doing this for no reason at all. It just kind of makes you feel safe, right? And Wyatt, he does it too now. Actually, he's always done it. He's always like, it's quite cute. But yeah, join your hands, and you're not alone. Make time. Make time to be alone. But remember, you're not alone. I know, right? Total mixed messages there. But yeah, I love being alone. I'm alone right now. Wyatt's sleeping. I love just having time in the evenings to myself. I really do like being alone, away from all the craziness in the world. And I like being here with you. Yeah, but I really enjoy, I have to make time to be alone. Otherwise, I would go crazy. As much as I love my kids, love them, love them, love them, and everybody else in my life, but I need that time alone. Get in touch with nature. Again, I mentioned this before. And again, it pops up, create a miniature garden. And this, again, does not mean vegetable garden, flower garden. It could definitely mean that. And but it also means inside your mind as well. Right? It says pick up a stone. I don't know, we just found this rock somewhere. It's just a plain, simple rock. But I really like it. I don't know. It's smooth, has a little bit of texture. It's really nice. I know, it's weird, but it's a decoration. And it costs me nothing. It gives me peace. Pick up a stone and smell the flowers. And a miniature garden, right? You can have one pot be a garden. You plant a couple different kinds of flowers. And again, don't want to get too off, just use your imagination. And the next one is, again, create a garden anywhere you can. Even if you don't have a house where you can make a garden outside, maybe you have a balcony. Maybe you don't have a balcony. You can still put pots inside with flowers or plants. A garden doesn't necessarily mean flowers or vegetable. It can be any kind of plants. I just love having living things around me. You can have an herb garden. You can have any kind. You can have a cactus garden. And it says small spaces too. Any kind of space. You can live in a studio apartment and still have a garden. Seek out the sunset. Be grateful that another day has passed and that you are here. Be grateful for that day that you got to wake up and experience. Whether it was a good or bad day, be grateful that you were here. Be grateful that for whatever and whoever you have in your life. And just be grateful for life. Because even, I truly believe that everybody and everything really wants to live. Why do you think when people stop weeding and stuff, all these weeds come back? Because they want to live. Everything wants to live. No one wants to die. Animals don't want to die. People don't want to die. No one wants to die. Plants don't want to die. I've had plants completely look like they've been, and then they come back alive. They make it. They don't want to die. Don't put off what you can do today. You cannot regret the future. Right? So if something is going to take you like 5-10 minutes to do it, just do it. Do whatever you can today. But again, like I've mentioned before, don't overschedule yourself. Don't kill yourself trying to get everything done today. But do what you can today. Get what you can get done today, and you won't regret doing it. You really won't. Don't think about unpleasant things right before bed. I know, right? This is a time to reset your mind. Again, zazen is a relaxed state. Let go of whatever happened to you that day, whether you just have to push it out of your mind, whether you write it down, whether you quickly text someone about it. I don't know. But get it out of your mind and don't let it tense you up all night, and then you dream about it and then you can't fall asleep over it. Just let it go. Let it go. I'm not a very good singer, but the whole Frozen era with Let It Go, just let it go. And the next one is try your best to do what you can now. I guess this is repeating itself again, but try your best to do what you can now. Don't go chasing clouds, right? I, as a procrastinator, know exactly what I mean by this. It's so easy to just want to, when you got a whole stack of papers on your desk that you got to enter, just to want to sit and look out the window, watch the clouds, or do anything but what you got to do. Don't do that. Try your best to get what you need to get done now. Work hard today and every day, but allow yourself some time to take care of yourself. That's some strong essential oil there for a second. A day without work is a day without eating. These are just some things that came up there. And don't blame others. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Don't blame others for anything in your life, whether it is horrible. Don't blame anybody else. Everything, there's no point in sitting here blaming anybody else. We all make our own choices. We all make our own decisions. But I really like that one. A day without work is a day without eating. It truly is. I do take a little bit of rest on, Sundays, whether it be to go to church or whatever. And I know you're not supposed, in the Bible it says you're not supposed to work on the seventh day, but I don't know. People work now all the time. I think it's okay to take one day off, I think. But on the days that you're supposed to work, you should work, definitely. Anyways, off. Don't blame others. Everything we do is precious. Everything we do is precious. All work we do is meaningful. Whether it's folding laundry and putting it away, that is precious. I hate it, but it's precious. Doing dishes and putting them away is precious. Vacuuming up and cleaning the house is precious. Changing poopy diapers is precious. You know, because some people really want children. I'm not saying that I don't, but you know what I mean. Having children is a blessing, and some people complain that they have to change diapers is what I'm getting at. Everything we do is precious. Everything we do is meaningful, whether you believe it to be or not, it is. And don't compare yourselves to others. Oh my goodness, that's the last point that I have here. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, because you are beautiful, and you are loved, and you are perfect, just the way you are. So I'm going to leave this video off at that. And wow, this is a long one, so if you stuck with me this long, I really appreciate you. I love you. And even if you didn't, I still appreciate you, and I love you. And I hope you all are having a frugabulous weekend. And in the next video, I will see you then. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye for now.